Hi, I'm Karen. We're out here at Birchwood Camp, and today I'm going to show you guys a little bit about animal safety and what to do if you guys run into a moose or a bear or any animal in Alaska. Here at camp we have seen squirrels, porcupines, bears, and moose. We have seen brown bears and black bears, and of course mosquitoes. They're out strong today. Something really important to remember when you see any type of wildlife in Alaska or anywhere is to give it its space. We always need to remember that the animal was out here first and they were living here first, so we need to give them their space and be respectful of their ecosystem that they have out here. So for example, if you see a porcupine, I wouldn't get up to touch its quills on the back because he's going to stick them up and probably try to spike you with them. So give porcupines and all other animals you see some space.
And this is what you don't do when you see a porcupine. And she was like, and I was like, I don't even know what to do with the Oh my gosh, a porcupine! Let's go pick it. And this is what you want to do when you see a porcupine. Interesting. Oh look, there's a porcupine. We should go back. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So an animal that you must have seen since you've been up here in Alaska is a moose. All right, we have lots of moose out here at camp. We see them almost every day. And when you see a moose, the first thing is to stop, all right? Because we want to, one, give the moose its space. All right, we don't take selfies with moose, okay? We don't go up to them to give them pets. I don't think they appreciate that. So when you see a moose, you stop, you give it its space, and then you want to look to see if there's any babies around, because moose can become very aggressive if they're protecting a baby, especially if it's a newborn. So stop, look, if you see a baby, make sure that you don't end up between the mom and the baby. And if you find that you are, back out from between the mother and baby very slowly. So if a moose is coming towards you, the best thing to do is to get behind a tree. And I would say the bigger the tree, the better. All right, you want to make sure that you can get around the tree very easily. So if a moose was trying to get me, I'd probably try to get behind these trees right here. And the important thing is that moose can't kick side to side, okay? Their legs can only move frontwards to backwards. And okay, their legs only move frontward to backwards, and if you were playing Ring Around the Rosie with a moose around a tree, they're not going to be able to kick you. So signs of aggression for moose can include their ears twitching back and forth, they can be stomping their hooves, and they can be even drooling. So it's important to make sure you give moose as much space as you possibly can, and to get behind a tree, or if you're in a neighborhood, which is very common too, get behind a parked car.
This is what you don't do when you see a moose. Dude, there's a moose! Oh my god, dude, so you bring it over here, and then I'm gonna jump on it, okay? I'm gonna get it. And this is what you would do if you see a moose. Oh, hey, look, a moose. Oh, cool. Let's go back. Let's go tell somebody.
Oh, okay. Next, we're going to talk about bears. We have seen black bears and brown bears out here at camp, and they're actually pretty common out in neighborhoods in Anchorage too, so you can really run into them anywhere. The important thing when you see a bear is, again, you stop. You want to look for cubs, because again, bears can be a lot more aggressive when they have their cubs with them. Again, if you find that you are already between a bear and its cub, you want to just back away slowly so that you're no longer in that line between them. If a bear is coming towards you, the best thing that you can do is you don't scream, okay? You want to stand your ground, okay? You stand your ground, you don't scream, you put your arms up in the air. This makes you look like a bigger animal to the bear. The bigger that you look, the more intimidating that you are to the bear. So, and that's your goal, is to intimidate the bear. You say, "Hey bear," in a very loud, deep voice, okay? But you never scream. Another thing is that you should never turn and run from a bear because they will chase you. So you stand your ground, low, deep voice, put your arms up. And if you have a buddy with you or if you have a group of people with you, the best thing that you can do is all put your arms up together, side by side, so that you look like an even bigger animal to the bear. This will just decrease your chances of having any kind of contact with a bear. So if a bear does come towards you, the best thing that you can do is just to back away slowly. You don't want to turn your back on the bear because you want to be able to react as quickly as possible if the bear does come towards you faster. So you face the bear and you back away slowly. Again, don't scream. If you do come into contact with a bear, which is very unlikely and very rare, the first thing you want to do is get down on the ground, cover the back of your neck with your hands, and spread your legs out on the ground. And this will prevent the bear from flipping you over.
This is what you do not want to do when you see a bear. Like, what do you think is for lunch? I don't know yet, I'm starving. Bear! Bear! This is what you should do when you see a bear. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, it's a bear. Okay, get big. Go away, Mr. Bear! Yeah, what she said! All right, everybody, that's all the animal safety that we have here at Birchwood Camp. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.